Isabelle versus Palutena as our grand finals, game one. Let's go. And bringing it to Battlefield. Okay.
It's interesting since I haven't been able to see the last few tournaments. Seeing J Mafia taking it last week with Enderman. The week before that, it was Big Boss's Rob, who we've seen once or twice. And the week before that, Kirby MLG Ness, the King K. Rool we've seen many times here, able to take that #1 spot. The last Super Salad Con, number 28. What the heck just happened? Was that an SD or was that a game?
I think that was an SD.
Well, F's in the chat for Jaeden. So definitely a different pace already. Not able to dominate, and I think seeing someone who mains Palutena versus someone who pockets Palutena, there is a clear difference.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that right now, as it's already almost a full stock lead here. It is pretty much one now, so.
And I also think there's just a way about, there was something about the way Jaeden plays that Ricky just had such a hard time dealing with, but Mtkat certainly didn't in winners top 8 qualifying.
Whew. And I think, yeah. Oh, wow. The upwards momentum kept him alive, but that back throw would kill it anyways. So on the last stock in Grand Finals Game 1, this is not looking great for Jaeden.
Yeah, so we're seeing what I was mentioning before is that if you can pop the balloons without giving any damage to Jaeden, or without hitting Jaeden with an attack, they'll be sent into whoa! Oh, nice Lloyd into up air. But yeah, they'll be sent into free fall, and they will either have to clip the ledge or they're just gone. That time they clipped the ledge, but were able to be back thrown off for the stock anyways, and now it's manageable. 50% if they can do some damage here without getting hit, this is very doable.
For sure, and we're seeing right now but it is a full stock lead still, so
yes.
Or almost one. So it's still very hard to see Jaeden winning this, but
while that is true,
this would be very impressive.
While that is true, it seems that Jaeden has gotten those famous Isabelle bread and butter 0 to deaths down. Oh! Whoa! The pot throw!
Okay. And the one balloon, that one balloon was doing so much work right there.
Now at 94%, this is looking a little bleak. It looked like at a point there, finally getting that kill. So it's definitely doable, but just an extra 20 or 30 more percent than they would have liked, I think.
We're seeing right now. Oh, and that takes what?
Yeah.
That was some suspicious DI. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I expected that to kill. I was surprised there was no kill flash screen. But what I also really like is not this decision to go back to Battlefield, not gonna lie. It could just be a comfort pick. Used it a lot in both of... I don't know if he used it against Rayzen K, but we definitely saw him use it against Ricky.
And
Jeffrey Gunn. Yes, that's right.
The footstool gimp. Oh my god.
Again?
Yeah.
My god. Oh no, you know what? I think it was Rayzen K who got the footstool in the previous set. But man, footstool kills. Whoa! Oh, nice tech coming out there from Jaeden. That looked very, very bleak.
Bleak is definitely one way to put it. That looked like it was certain death, but just avoiding that with a very well-timed tech too, because that was like instant.
Look how high that
very
up
good
B
high
goes.
recovery. I didn't realize either. I think you have to mash B.
Yes.
To make it go higher. Just like a few other ones like the Wii Fit and the Bowser up B.
Well, Okay, so the Lloyd will kill there, but I would actually like to mention something about Bowser's up B that I heard, I think, while they were talking about, they were doing FPS, they mentioned it. To mash it right away will not get you the optimal height. You have to wait a brief second, and at the peak of the jump, you start mashing it, and it has 3 mini bursts.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very innocuous, or low-key sort of tidbit that not many people know.
Interesting.
Wow, jab into up smash, and this is looking very different from game 1. But a quick, some 30-ish% here.
Okay. Barely not killing. Wow. Oh, not
Air
clipping
dodge.
with that. Oh. Jaden's doing such a great job of avoiding those explosive flames.
Yeah, it just looks like they're running through an obstacle course.
Just getting hit every single time. Wow. This is already completely different Jaeden from that previous game.
No way!
Oh.
No way! Hit him with a hammer 6 or 7 times and then throw a bucket of water! That's how you do
Light
it!
punch, medium punch, light kick, heavy punch.
And it looks like... it looks like Mtkat deciding to go back to Battlefield as well. That I wasn't
Interesting.
expecting.
Wow, we're seeing great damage from Jaden's Isabelle. Honestly, this entire tournament, it's been very impressive damage overall.
I have
It's
to
just
say,
a matter of being able to convert it.
one thing I've noticed about Mtkat, just as a competitor, watching him so many times in these brackets, very lenient and laid back with how the rules are followed. I mean, they opted. No, I mean that in the nicest way. In that with stage picking, as long as it's not like blatantly against the rules. Jaeden said, "Do you want to go Battlefield again for game 2?" He said, "If you want, bro." And then he asked again. I mean, I've just noticed he's very relaxed about those kind of things, and it makes for a lot more enjoyable of a competition.
That's true.
And
But
also,
we're gonna
they didn't go to PS2, so that makes for a much
Yeah.
happier Cabbage.
Yes, very true. I think Cabbage is fine with going the same stage so many times in this case because it's not Smashville or PS2.
1% skill, 99% hot gas.
Oh no, the SD on the explosive flame. That's unfortunate, but that's definitely what Jaeden needed there.
Yeah, I mean, this was not looking good, but now taking him for a ride, not able to
Like
get...
it's Marvel vs. Capcom.
Ever see the movie Baby Driver?
I have one of my
Excellent.
favorite, actually my favorite movie. I have a poster. I
Really?
don't have it up though.
Well, I remember it wasn't like too big, but when I saw it, I was captivated by the way they dealt with music. I just watched it last night, so
Ooh.
that's why it's on my mind.
I've seen it a few times.
So yeah, it took them like a ride, like in a car they can't afford, with a plan they don't
Yep.
have. But let's do a 180 back into where we are right now, which is a very even game. Slight edge to Cats, same stock, but unable to get back off the corner and back to the center stage is Jaeden.
Yeah, because we're just okay. Finally, taking the advantage, but oh, that jab is very good at converting into that up smash. That's also how that infinite works in general.
Does Isabelle have a true infinite? I didn't know it
Yes.
was true.
Yes, Isabelle does have a true infinite on platforms. But that just sent all the way above those platforms and all the way to that blast zone,
Yeah.
taking a stock.
I don't think that's really where Isabelle prefers to spend her battle.
Yeah, but returning the favor.
we
That
had
was painful.
at least briefly a dead even game before Mtkat started racking up a little bit of percent, and they are just continuing to win neutral here every time they lose it, and now again and again, and Jaeden not very sure of where to go, but perhaps bringing it back a little bit.
Yeah, and, I mean, so far, Jaden's doing a very good job, especially considering that Jaeden lost against Mtkat last time. Jose, what do you mean, how does Mtkat manage to use Palo on Wi-Fi? What?
How does Mtkat manage to use Palo on Wi-Fi? Easy.
Well, like
the
that.
character's hacked.
Getting that up smash, I mean not up smash, that up air, chasing all the way up there and bringing it to a game 4 with Mtkat having the solid lead. And this should be interesting. Bringing it to small battlefield this time.
And you make me laugh too much. It's hard to commentate with you sometimes. What a quick start for Mtkat, already into the deep orange.
Yep,
That
all the way
coveted
to 69.
60 nice percent.
Bringing it. Ooh.
And they're still going. And they're still going.
Yep, still only taking 3%. Okay, finally. Finally. But this is not looking great for Jaeden, especially because this is Jaden's tournament game right now.
Yes, that's right,
So
actually.
can't afford to take can't afford to let Mtkat take a big lead here.
No, and I mean, 100 to 55 in a sense. They've gotten something out of this. It's not kill percent, but if they were to lose this stock now, it gives them at least something to work with. And just as I warned, that stock is gone.
And wow, getting just 2 raw forward airs there, just out of nowhere. That was just a perfect read, seeing exactly how Jaeden likes to shield and then drop it right after.
This is looking pretty rough.
Yeah, looks like a download right now, because it just seems like Mtkat is just playing so much more boldly this time.
Yeah, and we've seen Mtkat play a little more defensively, but we've also seen Mtkat play very aggressively, and it looks like they're switching from the former to the latter for this game 4. Whoa!
Definitely it.
Oh! Wow, how do you do about that? He takes him by the fishing rod and flings him off stage into the bottom. Now, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you're watching from, that takes skill.
For sure, like I'll see that on Twitter occasionally, but I never think of seeing it while commentating. And just like we mentioned with Mtkat going aggressively, we've seen that it's finally going more defensively here, playing a bit more reserved, as we saw with those ledge get-ups into the explosive lane.
Well, I think that after that spike, which I'm still reeling from a little bit, Mtkat realized he doesn't need to be so aggressive. He can keep doing the same thing he's been doing. But we are seeing Jaeden start to turn this around. The percents are actually pretty close if you take the stocks into account. And the up air right out of the Lloyd. Did you have any expectation of a close match here?
I did not, because Mtkat had also taken a pretty big lead earlier. But Jaden's managed to turn it around to at least make it workable here. And Mtkat does know that Jaeden is one of those players who, once they get something going, they get a lot of damage off of it.
Oh yeah.
So
Those
this could
conversions
definitely
have
be
been-
turned to
Sorry, go ahead.
this could definitely be turned to even very quickly. But
Oh,
it can't be turned to even if it's already over, and it's looking pretty close to over already. 112.
Yeah, but stop me if
Come
you
on.
saed that. Don't. Is he gonna skip 113? He does. He skips
And he does.
113. Oh, and
Oh, and that
what?
tilt-
That
F-tilt
was
taking it at the ledge. Isabelle's white.
yeah, that's true. Actually, Isabelle, how light is Isabelle? is what I would like to know. Isabelle is 88, so definitely on the smaller side.
And speaking of things we now know who our champion is at Super Salad Con for the Salad 32. Mtkat. Give it up for both of these players, honestly. Great stuff.
I came in here knowing one of these two players, and now I certainly won't forget the other.